Sam here, who's the
There we go.
architectural rep at Jetmaster
Correct.
Fireplace in Victoria, Heating Globe. We're talking about the number one question we get asked time and time again. I know you get it. I get it every second question that comes out of the client's mouth, and that is, can you put a TV above your fireplace?
And the answer is yes, but as long as you do it correctly.
Yeah, you've got to do it right.
Yeah, because I mean, you can potentially put a TV above the fireplace and it could potentially be damaged. However, if it's done correctly, there is absolutely no reason why you can't put it above the fireplace. I wouldn't strongly recommend it around a wood fire itself, but when it comes to an actual gas fire, there are many ways you can actually go about it.
Yeah, so that's the key thing. We've done it a bunch of times. We've never had any issues or functionality issues with the TVs, definitely no melting or anything like that. But I mean, really, to drill down on it, what can you and can't you do? What do you got to think about when putting the TV above the fire?
Well, first of all, there is behind what you see of the fireplace is not the completed product. So basically, there is a frame behind, a timber frame behind the actual fireplace itself. So whatever the height of your TV, it's got to be at the very least above the minimum framing of that fireplace. That's whatever's happening behind the wall.
Yeah.
Now, what you visually see is you're going to see a TV, most commonly with a shelf like this one here, okay, where you'll see the separation between heat and television. You can feel that. That is as absolutely cool as a cucumber.
Yes, that's stone cold.
Exactly. So the only warm, material that you might actually find here is a little bit of this, not even.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Here it's shown with a granite shelf, but as long as you've met the minimum requirements, this could be a non-combustible, so long as you've met the requirements. And the key here is every model fire and every manufacturer fire's got different rules, so always consult the specs, but there's general rules of thumb.
Yeah, and the other thing is too, look, this TV could have come considerably lower. The only reason why we have it at this height is purely because we're a showroom, so we're having people walking around. This is one scenario, but the most common scenario is a TV recess. So no shelf, flush finish, so this fireplace would actually be set into the wall, and the TV is also set flush into the wall, so it's recessed into the wall.
Yep.
And what that means is that the heat protrudes from the front, it's not being collected underneath the TV because it's not sticking out, it's recessed in, and it's actually going past the television, so it's completely safe.
Yeah, guys, for an installation perspective based around that, what Sam's basically saying, and he alluded to it earlier, is get yourself sort of a landscape type fire that's a bit lower, meet the minimum requirements, and also in behind the wall will be, the requirements and the gather and the flue of the fire in some instances, all those sort of things. So there's logistics, and it can or cannot be done depending on certain parameters, but you raise it up, minimum heights, run yourself a recess, and typically you're good to go. I mean, we've done it hundreds of times, and it's never been a problem for us. So.
A couple of little hints as well. TV cables.
Yeah, it's a big one.
Yeah, a lot of people like to put their TV cables dead center of the, of the TV, which is the typical way of doing it. Where they're going to mount everything. What I recommend, have it off center. So all your cabling is away from the flue as far as possible. Have it off center, and at least you don't have to worry about your cables accidentally touching the flue at any point.
Yeah, that's right. And I mean, wiring regulations around that sort of stuff, at least 150 foot away and all this sort of jazz. So I guess from Gaslog Fire Company's perspective, we take care of all that stuff. We use the same electrician we use all the time, so we're across all that. So as long as you're having someone think about the complete project start to finish, I guess you don't end up in any trouble. So I guess the final part of the puzzle is, can you have a TV above your fireplace?
Yes, you can.
Yeah, no worries. Thanks,
No worries.
Yeah,
See you, mate.